the screens. Bet. All the way. We'll take it. Take that. We good. Get the shot. Hack it. On. Hey. Hack it. They got fucking, I don't know who got it. Like the four, the AI man, I think. Bang. Okay. Hey yo. It's the form. It's like niggas like that, man. They gonna work all day for it. Shit crazy. Shit. Why did he? What? 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 He ain't to do that. Okay. Bang. Oh. Bad, bad, bad. Bad, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Yo. How? These niggas be tall and having unlimited stamina. Yeah, that should have been my steal though. Shit. Shit, bro. I'm up high. Oh, I didn't know what to do. Like, that's tough. Why did they got me in that anim? Yo, I'm up. I got that left. Right straight. Fuck. Bitch ass nigga. Don't worry. Next game is over for all of that. Trust me. Apologize. Can't even get a steal. Come on, man. Come up. Got me with the midi. Good day. Good job. Got it up. This nigga's cooking. Oh, side. Come on, who that? AI? That's all. I was like, I've been with calling for that shit. That's it, bro. Good shot. Take it. Oh, that's my fault, bro. My computer was dying. This nigga's fake. Oh, I gotta try my shit. What's so crazy is we ain't even here. I won't come back yet though. Stop. These niggas is just spamming square. It's like, how do you know? Mm-hmm. I looked up. Shit is so trash. GG. Shit crazy, bro. Must be nice to spam brick wall legend, you know? Niggas is crazy. Yo. I respect it. You know what I don't respect? The sideline niggas that sit there and watch it go on the whole game. Like the 2, 3, and the 4. Like those like that's the shit that killed me. It's like, wait, y'all really watching this happen the whole game? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like why is the third one hitting two niggas? It's like, yo, what the fuck? Or that shit pulling me in. Sometimes I don't even be there and it's pulling me in. It's like, yo, what the hell? It's like, nah, this is crazy, bruh. Let me switch my bill. I mean, I think I got the. I think I got picked Dodger Hall of Fame. You know, we about to switch it up on them. But yeah, that should be crazy. Like, yo, I've been with saying that. Like, nah, the screen should get weaker and weaker. Like, that's like saying, I don't know. Yeah, it's like not only that, it's like, bro, I don't know. I feel like the nigga that's abusing the dribbler, the ball handler, they gotta make it to where you could fake bump your own teammate. Like, not OD, but like, yo, bro, you can't keep. Yo, they be squeezing by the center, bro, and it's like, nah, like, how you dribbling on your own teammate? It's like, nah, bro, like, they gotta, like, something gotta give, bro. Like, nah, it's kind of crazy. Around the center, like, yo, it's like, cause half the times I be right with him, and it's like, nah, he keeps squeezing around this shit. Shit is crazy. Let's see. Yup, picked out the Hall of Fame. Let's get it. It's my layup bill. Send that. I think I could join. I think I both offline. Send that invite. This nigga going crazy. Yeah. OD, like. That he gonna come on tonight, looking for the games. Hold on, I gotta spark this L. Is that L we just took? No. I don't even know. Rico, you know who another nigga that stopped fucking with niggas? It's like, yo, where this nigga Fuma at? He just came online and all that. My son Fuma be ducking the games. Last time I played with him, he was trying to figure out the rhythm. Uh, how this nigga is celebrating like that? What the? Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I'm done. Shit. What? What? Nah. city. Niggas hitting that shit. It's crazy. Definitely a clip.
Response is pitch perfect. I look like the dancing girl emoji. Invite me to a. I heard, shout out to Joel's, he told a story about the whole BMF thing. I heard Blue Da Vinci side. I never heard your side. What happened with BMF
A
that
shooting
night?
guard.
So BMF, all right, so here's what happened. And I'm not telling this story to
I'm
start
at the
trouble
two.
or nothing, because shout out to BMF, they're my niggas. And I seen Blue Da Vinci's and then Blue, what's up? Shout out to Meech, J-Bo, all my niggas. I seen Blue Da Vinci's story. He had it right. And you know what's so dope about people's stories is that different perspectives of the same story. So from his point of view, or Joel's point of view, or my point of view, or different people's point of view, everybody's in different places. So that doesn't mean nobody's lying about what they're
Bring
saying.
up.
It's just different perspectives. But what happened is, um, just to be clear about it, is that basically, so we're in the club one night in Miami, Memorial Day weekend. I'm talking about Dipset. We're all in the club together. And yeah, so basically what happened was we in Miami talking about Dipset Memorial Day weekend partying, and it was cool. It was a cool night. And
Appreciate you.
I'll get through the story quick because it can be dragged out, but I'll get through it quick. I'm not going to use the word BMF because I don't know who BMF is. Like, that's the part that I say Blue was confused about that. He was like, yeah, we BMF, they knew. I didn't know who BMF was, so I'm going to say these niggas. We in a club partying, and these niggas are up above us because partying on the second level. But I'm underneath of the balcony, so I don't care. But liquor is falling down, hitting certain members of Dipset with the liquor. So they're looking up saying, yo, be careful with the liquor, watch what you're doing. So I come from underneath and I look up, and I'm like, oh, the niggas ain't partying. It isn't like these niggas was sitting there pouring liquor on niggas saying, fuck out of here, we pouring liquor on. These niggas was having fun, partying, having a good time, and liquor just happened to be spilling. So I'm like, I ain't paying no mind. I walk back underneath. Some of the Dipsets stayed out there still getting wet. And I'm telling them, just walk literally 2 steps. If you walk 2 steps underneath the balcony, you will not be getting wet. But they got offended, I felt. And they went up there and got into some shit with these niggas. And some people got cut on the other side, not Dipset members.
Mm-hmm.
So that was that. The party ended, police came, all this, that, and the third. The next day, I got a party, a show in Club Mansion, and so I'm doing my show. It's cool. Fat Joe's on stage with us. Everybody else, we just cooling. And I see these niggas with these shit that say Black Mafia. They holding up shirts, they holding up towels, they holding up all this other shit. But in my brain, I'm like, oh, these some
Hey,
fans.
yo.
I'm not, because I don't know who BMF is. I wasn't in Atlanta. I wasn't in Detroit. I don't know who these niggas is. I'm not even making a correlation that these niggas is the same niggas from last night that was in the club. That wasn't even on my mind. I'm thinking niggas holding up their set, showing us love, whatever. So I do my show. After the show, we don't really stick around. We left out. See, this is where Blue Da Vinci said his story. He's like, yeah, we went in the dressing room looking for them niggas, and they must have ran out because they knew what time it was being on. Nah, nigga, we just left. I just left after the show and went to the hotel because the hotel was walking distance. The Royal Palm is walking distance from Club Mansion. So we left out and we went to our hotel. So when we get to the hotel, we're all chilling
For
outside
sure.
the hotel. Anybody that know the Royal Palm, it's a long driveway, or it used to be a long driveway. And we're all kind of scattered out in the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, we just chilling, trying to get bitches, whatever. You know, we just chilling outside after the show. We just had a show, we killed it. Bitches is all swarming, whatever. So we're chilling. So as we're chilling, I look at towards the end. I'm kind of towards near the hotel, but it's a long driveway. I'm looking down at the end of the driveway, and then I see like 5 niggas chilling, staring at us. So I'm like, I ain't paying no more. Then I see 10 niggas looking, staring at us. So I'm like, there was about 10 of us.
Gosh,
like,
bro,
13
why
of
you
us,
ain't
so like,
dunk it?
whatever. I look up again, there's 20 niggas just damn
I
near
play
staring
that
at
dunk.
us. I'm like, so now I tap my man. The nigga I'm with, my man don't give a fuck about nothing. He gonna fire on anything. My man that I'm with. But I'm like,
What happens when your motivation meets innovation? You get wellness routine
Yeah.
that's
That was the live now.
right on your phone. Join us for Galaxy Live. We're breaking down the future of wellness with Samsung Health
Fuck.
on the new Galaxy S25 Edge.
Oh, they on it.
Introducing the all-new Chevy Equinox starting at under $30,000 and the all-electric Equinox EV, America's most affordable EV with a 315+ mile range. Quality you expect in a dealer
Hey,
right
yo.
down the street. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
yo, you see this? He said, yeah, I see it. I see it. Now it's 30 niggas. Now I'm like, hold the fuck on. What's going on? Like the real 30 niggas. So I'm just looking. So now I'm just on point with these niggas. Now it's about 40 niggas. And now, mind you, it looked like, and like, I'm just giving you an idea. In my
What the
brain,
hell
I'm
you
like, it looked like they had chainsaws, bats, all type of shit, brass knuckles. They was mad deep. So I'm like, yo, bro, if they come this way,
Huh?
you know something? He like, yeah, you already know. Because I don't know what's going on. So these niggas just start running, rushing certain people in the crew and ran towards certain niggas in the crew, which I won't get their names or whatever. And they ran past me, and I'm like, and they gave me the look like, yeah, nigga, what's up? So now I'm like, I'm confused now. Mind you, I don't want you to just think
Yo, why they
niggas
on my
was running.
nuts?
The police was there, the police ran. That's how many niggas was.
Every time I'm
The
trying to hit my
police ran.
son
It was
Rico.
a nigga that was with me, one of my niggas. He rolled underneath a car. I didn't even know he was under the car till they left. The nigga rolled back from underneath the car, one of my niggas. Like, that's how deep niggas was. The cops took off, bro. So now,
Where was your natural reaction to just your body just go like this, just off impulse? Like you ain't think about it, just like
Fucking garbage.
Nah.
you think about that?
you know I was with the nigga, the Spanish niggas.
But it's natural to just be like, oh, hold up.
No, if they didn't run towards, they didn't run towards me. They ran past me. Like
okay.
I was on the like if it's the middle, I was on the side. So they came, but they wasn't running towards me. They kind of ran past me to wherever. So yeah, I might have flinched if they was coming my direction, but I seen that they went this way right past me. They didn't come towards me. So I'm like, all right. Yeah, but you're right. A natural action would be the flinch, but when I see they didn't come my way, I didn't move. It was like, whatever. So now,
It sounded like he was like,
Nah, I push it
I'm
forward for the two hand.
Oh, no.
Two hand for
like,
safety.
you gotta know the real part.
But I ain't gonna front on the
understand
cut.
what
I
I'm
definitely
talking
use square.
about. You know what I'm
Cause
saying?
like
You gotta
baseline,
get
I don't
the
be
real
knowing
part
how to angle it.
and understand it.
For the
So,
two hand,
they ran past
I don't know
me,
if I
they
push
ran
it
towards
left,
me,
up,
but I didn't
down,
know that
back.
when they were at the end of the street. I didn't know who they were coming for, but they ended up running past
So it
me.
was like the movie Get Out when the dude was running and then he turned the corner like that, like he's running towards you.
Nah, it wasn't.
It don't even look like he's running towards you. I mean,
No,
On
it wasn't.
baseline?
He was running towards him and turned. These niggas wasn't never running towards me. They ran past me. Yeah. But I was anyway, make a long story short, so I found out
Yeah.
that it was a crew called BMF.
Shot.
And that they was deep in Atlanta, this, that, and the third, yada, 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 yada. And I'm like, yo, well, what the fuck going on? And he was like, yo, Nah, that was the niggas last night. Somebody got stabbed this, that, and the third. I'm like, I didn't even know put that them
I
two
see him.
together that
Oh, that was
it was BMF
shot.
from last night and who BMF was. So I had just got an apartment in Atlanta. I swear to God, me, Zeke, and Joel, we set up in Ohio, we set up in Chicago.
Nah, that'd have been crazy.
So I called my man, called me from Atlanta. He was in Memorial Day weekend. He's like, yo, I know the nigga who run it. Let's sit down and have a talk so y'all can fix this shit. And I'm like, I ain't that. Say no more. Like, I don't even, it ain't no big deal. Before I could go to a meeting to meet up with them, my man Black Adar, shout out to Black Adar, that's my nigga. He goes crazy and goes back down there, and I won't get into details. It starts more shit with the BMF niggas to the point where now they don't want to meet with me because it seems like niggas is out of control. They like, nah, your man came down here wild and we was gonna meet up with you and squash it, but fuck that. You don't want to squash shit. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just go to my mansion. I have a mansion off the beach because I had hotels, but I had a mansion off the beach. So I'm like, I'm gonna mansion. I'll figure this all out. Now, like I said, that's the end of this story right here.
Yo,
And
what is
now,
he doing?
Mind you, I was doing what I was doing in Ohio, then I was doing what I was doing in Chicago, and I just got a lease for an apartment in Atlanta, 6-bedroom. I bought a brand new Range Rover, and I was about to go down there and set up me, Zeke, and Joel. Now, prior to this Memorial Day weekend, we was in Atlanta for 2 months scouting it out, and we was going to clubs. I was bumping the T.I. before he kind of blew up. He was doing a mixtape, and he had a big underground sound. I'm talking about before he became a superstar. And we was scouting it out. We like, yo, this shit is dope. Hey, stick up kids, they like, yeah, it's a little shit, but you know, the nigga who was running me around, he was like a promoter. And I'm like, yo, we been going out for 10 nights straight. It ain't been no problems. He said, bro, I told you don't really be problems out here. You, of course, every city's grinding shit, but you come there and mind your business and chill out. You ain't never gonna have no problems.
Yeah.
You good. I'm like, yo, I can't believe it. In Atlanta, it's this much fun. The bitches is here. The club won't close till 6. Yo, this shit is lit. So we got an apartment and we bought a Range Rover. So now back to the BMF story. So I called him after all this happened. I'm like, hey, yo, man, I'm about to come back to down there next week, but I got into some shit with these BMF niggas.
You know that.
And, you know, and here in Miami. But I heard they live in Atlanta or whatever. Everything cool, I come back, he was like, oh, nah. If you beef with that, we need to fix. I said, you told me shit was sweet down here and everything was cool. I said, he said, yeah, they some cool niggas, but you don't want no problems with them niggas.
What?
You fix that with them niggas. And I'm like,
My fault.
I ain't got time to be having sit-downs and meetings and all that shit. Make a long story short, I gave an apartment to my homegirl. I had an apartment that I never spent the night in. And a Range Rover. I ended up driving it when it came back to New York. But I bought all that shit to sell down there. And I didn't even get to utilize it. And then I look back at it and be like, yeah, I'm kind of thankful that didn't go through. Not to beef and all that shit, because if I would have ended up moving down there and they had them numbers that they had them numbers for, I would have probably just been getting out of jail yesterday. If the prices was the prices that they said it was going for. So to me, it kind of all worked out.
No.
But
See the 3 stairs.
yeah, that's what happened with BMF.
God in the 2. No. I'm here for the challenge.
When in Detroit, finally got me some bugs. Check me out, man.
Yeah, I tweaked out. I should have hit triangle. Oh, no.
This right here, this pure Detroit hustle.
Oh.
Well, the frick done. Sometimes when I'm trying to make flashy edits like this, I also get pretty intimidated, and that's where Motion Array comes in. Motion Array is packed with exclusive assets designed in collaboration with some of the biggest names in the creative world. You need some fonts? Got them. LUTs handcrafted by expert colorists? got that too. They have everything you need to make your edits absolutely slick. And finding everything you need is super easy. Everything's organized very nicely. You can even use plugins to use it with your editing software. They have new filters online so you can find everything so much faster. Need AI voiceovers?
I was feeling that too.
Put on your director hat with their new directional features.
Motion Array is freaking awesome.
And if you want...
We're going to start the show with some questions, though. Larry, what's the first question they got for Flea?
Listen, the first question is from P. Mason from Bridgeport, Connecticut, and he wants to know about the verses. And he wants to know, how did the verses come about, number one, and two, how did you feel about taking a loss to the Locks?
That's a real good question. I like that. I like what you're starting to show us. I really do. I like that. I like that. You know the Locks?
Before my time.
Do you know Dipset?
I know Dipset, yeah.
You only know Dipset because you know me. It's disrespectful that you don't know the Locks, man. Very disrespectful, Jazz. We gotta get some. I know you're a little young. We gotta get your homework done. First and foremost, let me say this. I don't like losing never. I never like losing. But if I had to lose to anybody and still live with it and not be that mad or be upset about it, it's the Locks. Them is my brothers. Those are my niggas. Like, you know, they got on probably a year before me. It's them and Mace they got on, then I got on. So those is my niggas, and that was well deserved, man, because I think the Locks don't get a lot of credit that they deserve, man. So if I had to lose to anybody, it'd be like, oh well, it's them niggas. Kiss, Style, Sheep, they deserve that, man. Shout out to DY, both fathers, all related, and my big brothers too. Now, back to the question, the verses, how it came about and how it went down. I'm glad somebody finally asked me this question. Who was it?
It was P. Mason from Bridgeport, Connecticut.
All right, cool. Let me speed this process up. Look, we about to go on tour. Dipset and the Locks. I'm negotiating the deal. The deal is at $1.5 million right now. I'm talking about like if it was today.
I should have stayed with him, Rico.
I think it was 1.5, 1.8. And we was only in like 10 cities. So I'm like,
Cash App.
We gonna balloon the
Are you
show
dumb?
25, 30 cities. It could go anywhere from $3 to $4 million.
Good shit.
I said, cool. Let me talk to the fellas, figure this out. So everybody's on the same page. We're getting it done. Cool.
You're supposed to
Then
shoot
the
that.
versus situation come out of nowhere, probably 2 weeks after this. So Jimmy's like, yo, let's do the verses. And I'm like, nah, Jimmy, we got money on the line. How much they talking about? And it really wasn't a money play at first. It wasn't even about no fucking money.
I keep confusing triangle and LG.
I ignored
Shit,
those
bro.
shit. I ignored for a while.
Good luck, bro.
Actually, no, Mom, we got a tour coming up. If they want to do the verses after the tour, we'll do the verses after the tour.
Right.
Cowboy coming to me again. She said, Flea, what's up with the verses? I said, Cowboy, we can do it after we do the tour. How much they got? So I finally talked to my homegirl, Melissa, talked to Swiss, whatever. They ain't talking about nothing. They talking about 100,000 for everybody. 100 racks for everybody.
For like 15,000 a piece for everybody.
It's 6 niggas. It's 6 niggas. They want 100,000. I just told you I had 1.5, 1.8 on the table for the tour. Could have ballooned up to $3-4 million.
Dad, you did it!
The stars are pitch perfect.
I look like a dancing girl emoji.
Invite you to a wedding
Something's wrong. I feel it.
with a little drama,
Sorry to interrupt the happy occasion.
a few surprises,
Yeah, what thought she was? She's a secret agent.
and a lot of heart.
This is solo mission. No, we're gonna save everybody together. Sorry, but I did put a bunch of dudes feet. That means lots.
Fly Hard, rated R, only theaters June 20th.
This is Judy and Pedro. They just bought their first home and are learning a lot. Thanks to Google, Pedro knows more than he wanted to about gravel. And Judy wouldn't call herself a plumber, but she dabbles.
Wait, how do these things work together?
Honey, I did it!
So far, if they've learned one thing about home ownership, is that there's a lot to learn. Good thing you can just ask Google.
This nigga look like he dogging me on paper.
I
This is
said, yo,
crazy.
listen, Swiss, what are we doing here? Yo, that's all we got. I said, I ain't doing it, bro. I can't do it. What would you want? Not that? I want way more than that. So I got the number up to like 500,000, something like that. Just for everybody's stuff. I'm like, nah, bro, this ain't even 100,000 for everybody. So Kiss hit me. Like, killer, I knew you'd get that number up. I knew you'd get that number up, nigga. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get the number up, man. We gonna get the number up, but we got a tour that's way
Why
more
that
than
shit
this.
pulled me so far back?
Why we doing this? Let's do it after the tour. So Capo, like, Candace and Madison Square Garden, they have a fight that night. The cameras gonna be set up, this, that, and the third. They can't do it another time. I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't doing this shit. So Capo said to me, Cam, every dollar I make from this verses, I would give to you. I just want to perform in the garden. So I'm like, damn, Capo really want to perform and do this verses. I'm like, if he wanted to give up all the money he making, I mean he really want to do it.
Three.
All right, fuck it, let's do it. All right, now I gotta start negotiating with Triller, whatever the fuck, Triller. I gotta start calling them because I'm like, you really want to give up all this money? I'm not gonna take Capo's money, but that's how bad he wanted to do it. So I called Swiss, I called Triller people, I can't remember their name, my homegirl Melissa worked for them. And I ran the number up. Now, I ain't gonna tell you what they got. They got more than that. I worked it out so niggas got more than that. So I'm like, now I gotta start working out for me because we got a tour on the table. Now they gotta wait. Now, the people that's doing the tour, they don't want to do the
It ain't hit up
us to do the
Sunday?
verses because they feel like if people see us do the verses, the tour ain't gonna sell no tickets because they already seen all the songs. So I felt that. So I said, all right, cool. Everybody was happy with what they got. I said, I'm not happy because the tour ain't happy. I need 25% of the door. He said, all right, bet. I said, I need an additional 25% for putting this whole shit together because I wasn't going to do it. If my brother ain't say he was willing to give me all his money, I would have just had me and you guys just argued. I said, this is how passionate he was to want to do it. I negotiated stock and Triller. I said, I need some of the stock money that's in Triller.
You had an Al Heyman here.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't finished telling you. I said, I need some of the stock that's in Triller too. I mean, part of the company. They said, all right, Kevin, now you wild. I said, not wild. Matter of fact, I need 6 beats from Swiss and 6 beats from Timberland too. They said, all right, what else you want? So let me think, nigga. I ain't finished thinking. Let me think about something. Everything I asked for, they just kept giving it to me. So I ended up getting stock and Triller, 25% of the door, another 20% for putting the deal together, the beats from Swiss, the beats from Timberland, which I didn't never use them because I wasn't really in the music thing the last couple of years just for fun. And the back end, if they sold out, I saw some of the back end for. So that's why I ended up doing the deal because I didn't even want to do the shit. And then when we got there that night, it was just pandemonium, you know. But a lot of people don't realize is this. The Lots was considered underdogs to me, which they shouldn't have been. They had music, and I think that because Dipset is so flamboyant, and we got great music, we got anthems, and when we go in the stadiums or clubs, people sing along. I think that people were underestimating the music that the Lots have, the features they've done over the years, the work that they put in. And I remember us all in the studio talking about Dipset.
That's crazy. That's
and,
neat.
You know, like listening to the shit, to Lots songs. And I just see everybody, not just Dipset, but other niggas in the studio. Shout out to my shit man Shoe. There was a few niggas, and niggas just was like, damn, I forgot about that. Oh shit, I forgot we had that. I'm just sitting there like, this what niggas wanted, right? Let's do it. But we still was prepared. We was ready. But what happened is New York, to me, my personal opinion, niggas fuck with us, but not fuck with us. And when I say that, is that we've been rocking for such a long time, is that it ain't necessarily that niggas fuck with it, so we gotta deal with it, because we workaholics. We gonna keep putting music out. We gonna keep being in your face. We gonna keep styling. We gonna keep making music. Not just music, be a fly talking shit, etc. And the Lox really had some good music, and they ain't from to play no games. Now that was the first verses that went the way it went. Usually verses go, you do a song, they do a song. We do a song, they do a song. They just took advantage of opportunities, started bringing those songs back to back.
Why I give you that animation, bro?
Crazy nigga. Joel said, I ain't got no shit for the bitches. That nigga shot the DJ Technician. That nigga threw in the Mariah Carey shit. I said,
oh, nah.
This ain't going right. Then when Jadakiss threw the fucking Biggie shit on, I said, nope, this ain't going right. This not right. Now, mind you, we losing bad the whole night from the beginning. So I had a freestyle already that I was going to do towards the end of the night. But we was down so bad when I was about to do it.
That nigga took 3 weeks for that shot just to miss.
That's not funny. Whoever's doing this.
The crowd didn't even want to hear and started booing. I was like, this is just fucked up. Everything.
Oh,
nah. But those is like my niggas.
Yeah.
So I didn't really mind losing with them niggas like that. Listen, you guys, because I called the nigga right after. He was like, yo, good win, man. We gonna get the tour going. This, that, and the third. Y'all niggas deserve that one. That shit was dope. What happens the next day? The tour people call. We're gonna have to cancel this tour. What happened? Why the tour cancel? Because it was a part of the show where Styles sat on my peace chair and you guys told me, brotherly little tussle. You know, we're not brother, man. I want to see Styles the next day. They want hug. That's my brother. But the tour people was like, that didn't look safe. And I'm like, nah, that's my man. It wasn't even like that. Like, no. And then it was mention of gang-related activity while you guys were on stage. So Chicago dropped out, Milwaukee dropped out, and St. Louis dropped out because it was, people mentioning stuff about gangs on stage. And we're gonna have to reconsider the whole tour. So man, think about this. Niggas got, I make sure niggas got 6 digits or whatever, everybody. But niggas could have got high 6 digits because not just 4 million from the tour.
Let's talk about it. I get 1.15 reps boost.
After parties, everything else that comes with the tour, niggas would have made $1 million.
Because I'm platinum, I get like extra boost, I said extra rep.
For that. And it didn't happen. Now,
you about to get this now.
Own tour by myself and rack the fuck up. And it's well deserved because, like I said, those my brothers, and I feel that they don't get the recognition that they're supposed to get. So that's how the whole versus situation went. I didn't want to do it. We had one. Not saying I wanted to do it after the tour. Did it before the tour. Fuck the tour money up. And niggas got short. That's my opinion on it. But shout out to the Lox. Shout out to my brothers on the set. We put on a great performance that night, even though we was on the losing end of it. But it was dope for New York City.
I forgot to do that. You dummy. Yeah, like this is what it say?
We just completely redesigned the Dream Effects filter. Let me explain. Alright, so for those that are new here, before I touch on what we redesigned, which is the new and improved Dream Effects filter, I'll wind the clock back and kind of tee off what the original Dream Effects filter was. Essentially in 2020, which I know was kind of a crummy year for
Well, Mace, I'm glad you're enjoying your popcorn. We got a lot of things to talk about. A lot of people had a lot of things to say. Could start football, or we could start there. Where do y'all want to start?
Yeah, listen, man. Listen, I'm gonna address a couple of things because we've been on vacation, and a lot of niggas been talking since I was on vacation. We gonna start with Jomo. We'll start with Jomo. And you're on Guardian Angel and Designer, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about, man? Nigga, you are from the Bronx, bro. You are not from Harlem. Why do you keep thinking that you are from Harlem, bro? You are not from Harlem. I did not grow up with you, my nigga. I did not grow up with you. Contrary to what you believe, I did not grow up with you. You are from the Bronx. Did your grandmother live? Did your grandmother live in Harlem? Yes. Did you come see her? Yes. Did I see you time to time? Yeah.
Alright, so hold on. Alright. Alright, so let me talk to you again. So you knew Lex before or after this case?
Way before this shit. We were doing business for mad long. We were throwing events. I paid for Red Flag versus Saurus. I paid for Sweeney versus Caustic. I made Chilla Jones and fucking Dunch happen. I made a whole other slew of shit that I can't even remember happen. He still owes me for the Saurus and fucking Marv battle, and he used this as an excuse not to fucking pay me. And I paid each of them $2,500.
Yeah, I ain't excited for that.
Yo, Lex, man. What you said?
No, you can literally, bro. Real 6 battle was in my fucking smoke shop in New Brunswick, bro. Literally, bro. You can watch the fucking footage. You're literally in my fucking smoke shop in New Brunswick with that fucking battle. That was Real 6 time the fucking shot, and he never would have booked it because he wasn't going for that.
Alright, so you already knew Lex for mad long. You did
this. 100%. I literally was just bored as fuck online one day, and I saw a flyer for iBattle, and I just literally put up the fucking address, and then I was like, oh shit, that's like 40 minutes away. I'm totally going. And then I started fucking with the niggas because they actually do some good battles and some quality shit at that time. And so I started coming around more, and then I asked Lex, like, yo, what's up? Like, can we do something behind closed doors? Like, can we actually, like, sponsorship and stuff like that? And it wasn't even a sponsorship, because sponsorship, you don't have to pay somebody back.
Okay.
I was putting up bread, and he was giving me bread out of the door. And he still cheats me out of that most.
I had to fix my camera.
Okay, but hold on. Alright, so that was doing business, and then you caught this case with the 14-year-old.
Hopefully we get rep and we don't get labeled.
This happened in fucking 2012. I was fucking with iBattle.
Hopefully we don't get kicked if we get the
right?
bonus, like we get the
6-7
rep.
years ago. This happened in 2012.
Yo, Lex, I mean, what the fuck is going on here? So, alright, wait. When did Lex find out is the question?
So he booked me for a battle with Paul Mars, and I wasn't going to take it because I was moving my smoke shop at the time. And me and him are friends. He literally used it against me too, because he was just like, bro, if you don't
Nah, if it takes, I'll give it to 831.
You can't do that while you're moving your store. I'm never going to forgive you. Verbatim. Fucking beta. I'm never going to forgive you.
Hopefully they quit. Please.
3 90-second rounds and battle fucking Paul this and that. I'll never forgive you.
2K, please.
Paul has always been black. His music fucking sucks. He has no fucking cadence. The nigga's trash as fuck. So I'm just like, I'm gonna trash him in front of all of his fucking homies. And address that he fucking sucks in music too at the same time. So I think
We go away and left. We talking about you and his minor right here.
So it was a day before my battle with Paul, and then somebody that's not even a mutual friend or has any involvement just
But you gotta stay down, guys. Man, stay down till they come up. Damn, we can't even. Nah, press start. We can't even see the lineup. It just, you know what I mean? I like it like this. I don't want you to know what I am.
So I had gotten an invitation from Lex on my fucking on my Facebook account for an iBattle event, and I went there because I thought that was his way of telling me that it was all good. So when I went there, I went in the building. I started fucking with Brewski, you know what I'm saying? Fucking niggas that fucked with me. Corby was right there, you know what I'm saying? I started smoking hell with these niggas, but then once I actually saw that I was in the building, he was just like, bro, you can't fuck with me here. Bro, what the fuck do you mean? I was like, nigga, you just sent me the invite. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I didn't fucking send you no fucking invite. I was like, One thing, bro, I had no idea Lex was gonna head up me for this shit. All I wanted to do was I'm getting over my life. All I really wanted to do was just battle once and fucking call it a fucking day. And have my retirement battle and just get on with my fucking life. That's it. I just wanted to show everybody how nice I was once and for all. Because if this shit didn't fucking happen back in the day, I would have been fucking top 10. Top 5 every day.
It happened, bro. You want to hear that shit? It happened.
That's why my battle career was done. But I've always been a fan of battle rap. I never stopped writing. I never stopped doing battle bars.
So you ain't fucking on 14-year-olds, but I don't care about the bad rap team. You ain't fucking 14-year-olds. You ain't smoked us, brother. You ain't fucking.
Come on, 2K.
The police officer who got shot said the person was 5'10". If anybody knows Ziggy Doc, I'm a small dude, you heard? I said big though, don't get it twisted, but I'm a small dude, you heard? 5'3", if the exact shooter was dark skinned, 5'10". You understand what I'm saying?
Free my nigga Zab, man. Going up in them jails. Had sick, man. Cherish your freedom. Cherish peoples, man, that you love. Don't say freedom if you ain't going to.
Nah. About to go to my. At least let us shoot around.
Yo, what is the word? It's your boy Cariali back with another one, repping that 05 on the move. Now we have been enjoying the latest content. Today, we're talking about Brooklyn legend, Ziggy Zab, formerly known as, Big Homie TGC, whatever. He played in Brooklyn's Finest as Man. He had a good role in that movie. It came across my desk, and a lot of stuff is interesting because in his case, when he was found guilty of, taking the life of 50 Lee from Brooklyn as well, it's a lot of crazy stuff that happened. With him and Robert Crawford, they was both convicted. Robert Crawford was sentenced to 53 to life. Ziggy Zab was sentenced to 107 to life, I believe, after telling the judge to SMD and something he stood on. He said, "Yeah, I stood on that because they railroaded me."
My name is Robert Crawford, and I know I made my mom proud because I'm an exceptional guy. Thank you. I was sentenced to 53 years to life when I was only 26 years old. Outside of the stress of being convicted wrongfully, the only thing I could think about is what is this going to do to my daughter?
But as court records show, there was a lot of stuff that happened, from different jurors being excused later on in the trial to Ziggy Zab being removed just because he shouted or something. He wasn't just reprimanded, with words. They actually removed Ziggy Zab from the court to where he couldn't even participate at his own trial. Where the guy who took the stand on him, Paul Went, they caught him in numerous lies and still decided to use him on the stand. They caught him in numerous lies and they still decided to convict him, but only after 2 jurors was removed. A lot of people, they caught up with the case, they do stuff about this case, and they don't go into the real things about this. You can see the court later learned, members of the jury had a discussion in the jury room regarding the credibility of the police officers following the defendant's outburst. Yes. So listen to this.
Today what happened was, since this dude lied and gave them my name, they went off of that. So it's not like like they just threw my name in there. You understand? Lied, and he gave them my name. But now, once the evidence started to show that I wasn't the one who committed the crime, instead of them trying to say, you know what, we know this guy's lying, it's not him, they tailored everything to fit it like, all right, it gotta be him. You know what I'm saying? My name out there ringing.
It's like they wanted you off the streets anyway once they heard who you was because who your name is and who you are. So they probably just felt like, yes, this is that one thing that we could probably hold him against, and take him off the streets.
And that's exactly what they did. So even though they knew the evidence was fabricated, they fit it to make it. Because I didn't have a fair trial. You know what I'm saying? The judge excluded me from my trial because I had an outburst. You know me, the judge allowed certain testimony to be brought in, allowed somebody, an officer, to testify about a case and things that I wasn't even charged for. So long story short, I had an outburst, and the judge kicked me out of trial and did my trial without me. I never was identified at trial. So the people know. See, a lot of people just hear about my case and think, oh, this nigga wilded out. He did that. And a lot of people don't know the facts of my case. I was never identified.
Y'all see the marbles on the feed?
I never made no statement. Never a video of me. Now, there was an individual by the name of Paul Wynn. He received a 4.5 to 12 years to testify against me and placed me there at the scene.
Nah, this shit real.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway, long story short, everything is on video. Ziggy's not on video. I never got ID. The victims came to court. They asked them, do you see the person who you seen shooting that day here? They said no. The police officer who got shot said the person was 5'10". If anybody knows Ziggy Doc, I'm a small dude, you heard? I said big though, don't get it twisted, but I'm a small dude, you heard?
Nah, this shit whack. Hold on.
5'3" to be exact.
Yeah.
You know, they said the shooter was dark skinned, 5'10".
Israel strikes on Iran. Why we do it?
Because we care.
Those is so much discrepancies to create. That is enough reasonable doubt right there. I don't get that. Was it because he was in the movie and then you see it's in the Village Voice and in other articles they said the precinct hated the fact that he played in a movie that depicted police in that sort of manner, which is Brooklyn's finest, talking about crooked cops and all that. Is there something bigger than Ziggy's eyes? Conviction. This is what people need to look at. Somebody that's 5'3" and 5'10", off the rip, that's a major difference. Somebody that's 5'10" is closer to 6 feet. Somebody that's 5'3" is closer to 5 feet, 5'5". You cannot.
Why did you put him at the two, bro?
Dark skin. This guy's brown skin, more than lighter brown, like caramel. Pause, not like that, but like look at what's going on here. Then the two jurors are removed after they have a discussion that they think the officers are lying. Yes, and then they caught them witness, the only guy that put them at the scene after he was locked up first.
Out of bounds,
He was the first one locked up. It ain't like they caught Ziggy and them. He got locked up and he placed them at the scene. You can look at the guy, Robert Crawford. Look how he's standing there, and they got to go for Robert Crawford. They both, him and Ziggy fighting for their freedom and everything. You can help them on their appeals, their information is online. But at the end of the day, you can see the guy, Robert, he works with fathers and works with people while still incarcerated. And these guys, you know what I mean? It's not like, it's so crazy how they can just forget about those factors and just say, oh, this guy had a friend that was supposedly unalived by this guy, so that was a motive. When 50 Lee was never found guilty of a body, they just say, oh, it's a motive? Listen to this is crazy.
Apology request to a Brooklyn judge before his sentencing on Monday received plenty of prison time to rethink his choice of words. Zaire Page, 24, was hit with 107 years to life for killing Euthenia Garcia and wounding 4 others in a brazen October 2008 Fort Greene shootout. But before getting the maximum possible sentence, Page tried to get one last dig in at the judge, Vincent Del Giudice, telling him, "With all due respect and from the bottom of my heart, suck my D." Without missing a beat, Del Giudice fired off a comeback and then tough justice. "I respectfully decline your offer," the judge deadpanned. "You are a danger to all civilized members of society." Page was convicted of teaming up with Robert Crawford in a lunchtime attack on Garcia, 20. The pair tracked him down as he left a state court, opened fire, and continued to shoot inside a hair salon, killing their target and wounding 4 others, including off-duty cop Andrea Cox. Crawford was sentenced to 53 years in prison last month. Del Giudice and Page had a prickly relationship. The defendant named the judge in a rambling 128-page federal lawsuit that was dismissed. Del Giudice also barred Page from the proceedings after he screamed at a
What
testifier.
happened was, since this dude lied and gave them my name, they went off of that. So it's not like they just threw my name in there. You understand what I'm saying? This dude lied and he gave them my name. But now, once the evidence started to show that I wasn't the one who committed the crime, instead of them trying to say, you know what, we know this guy is lying, it's not him, they tailored everything to fit him.
This is too much discrepancies to count. I'm not gonna lie. From the jurors saying they didn't believe in them, and they removed those same jurors to the height discrepancy to the guy himself, Paul, lying. Nah. Hey, this might have something to do with, you know, I don't want to be a conspiracy artist,
I was
but
sentenced to 53 years to life when I was only 26 years old. Outside of the stress of being convicted wrongfully, the only thing I can think about is what is this going to be?
looking in these guys, looking at that guy's eyes, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. You can see what really happened, man. A guy got locked up. He probably know what happened, and he placed it somebody else there because they put that pressure on him, and that's really bad. You know, justice is justice, and you know, somebody like they get lost, but the right people should be held accountable, not people just because they're leaders or because they looked at in certain lights in the neighborhood and stuff. It shouldn't be because of that. It shouldn't be because of that. You know, because he's familiar to police officers in the neighborhood, and you know, they whatever influence they thought he might have had. That was like some real crazy things. Like, you know, they said the 73rd precinct was not. This is documented. They was not happy about how it was depicted, and this just looks very, very, very crazy. You know what I mean? You're talking about like his video where he got away from police. That's a different thing. That's a different thing when he had the cuffs on his hand or whatever. That has nothing to do with this case right here. So that's why it looks very crazy. I'm not gonna lie. And this case is not a foregone conclusion that Zai's gonna be away for a long time. As you can see, it says why what did testify against him. He lied to officials during most various times he recounted the body. He lied to the officials during most various times he recounted the body. Salute, man. Put it in the comment section.
Summer in style in a new Lexus from Lexus of Southampton. Lease the 2025 Lexus UX 300 hybrid SUV with all-wheel drive for $479 a month. The Lexus of your dreams from Lexus of Southampton.
Kyrie is one of the most skilled players in the history of basketball. He's the basketball genius when it comes to the maestro when it comes to the basketball. Is he your most gifted teammate when you play with him?
It's weird having you ask me this question. I think he's the most gifted offensive player I've played. We said gifted, we just talking about basketball?
Yeah, we just talking about basketball. We talking about what he brings to the game, his style of play, his size, his stature.
He's the most
You know what I mean? With the basketball, what he's able to do with the basketball, like the way he gets to his spots, the way he posts up big. See, that's a skill set. Like, you know what I mean? To be able to lock in and want to score at a certain effectiveness and efficiency, that's a...
I think Kyrie's the only player I've ever seen that can score every level with either hand. Like, I feel like he shoot left-handed. I've seen it. Shoot left-hand threes. I've seen him shoot left-hand midi, left-hand. He's the best left-hand. He's the best non-dominant and dominant finisher I've ever seen in my life. Who can't dunk? I mean, he can dunk, but who can't? I'm saying like he's not a dunker. Like, it's not even close. His imagination when we get into spots and it's almost like he's looking at your hand. And whatever your hands is, the ball is not. And if it is, it's only gonna be there for very.
Yo, how's he running? What the hell?
And it's like he's dancing with it. I can't lie, he's probably the most gifted.
Okay.
I mean, the imagination, the spin.
Oh, and I'm at the trade.
I don't know, man. I say finish it.
Yeah, but that's a gift. That is a gift. I mean, it's great players who play this game forever.
I'm looking at shoot. My man averaged 30.
That's of the best.
I'm coming to drill.
That cannot. do nearly what that man can do.
Because we talking about getting to his spot a lot.
He also
He's one of
went,
them dudes that like, bro, every spot is his spot.
he went to
You know
school.
what I'm saying?
He went to school. Kyrie went to school. He went to the school. You get what I'm saying? He went to that MIDI school. He went to that footwork school.
Yeah.
He went to that. He went to that killer mentality school. Like he went to that.
Gotta fight 505.
We've
I'm outside.
been in environments together. So to see that his intention is
Oh my God. My shit's
shit's
not even counting as rhythm.
On working on this spot, mastering this spot. And that's all I'm working on today. I'm not doing nothing. Don't come work out with me. Because this is all I'm working on today.
Yeah. Working on this course. This is don't even hours. Listen,
Don't come work out with me.
Unless you want to do this shit for 3 hours. I ain't gonna lie. That's how it is, though. Yeah, you was like that.
Yeah, that's why I say he went to the school.
He went to workouts.
Oh, what the?
Like,
Yo, my fault, Rico. Like the guard just did a horrible. Like what the hell?
So I think
That was a horrible
I
transition.
love this man really like working on the shit. And
Why would you stop at the MIDI like that?
You got to start up, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I'm already going. What you talking about? And he was like, nah, we gonna do this. He's like, I'm gonna get to that. Like, but I'm working on what I need to get to. I was just like, no, I'm not gonna do that. You know, most people like they go through whatever the trainer sets him up. And do the workouts, whatever. I'm like, he know what he needs. So yeah. I mean, I can't find a better score right now. So you might as well just let him do it. We can go figure it out what I have. That shit was nuts, bro. Real tough.
All that being said, man,
I could
those
have
games
outside, but I didn't want to let my man do
come
3.
back down 3-1 and win the championship. Talk to me about those practices leading up to those games, right? Like you're going against this historic team, we've won a zillion games this year, and it's all get the champagne popping, and you know. The mean is gone. No team has ever come back down 3-1. You're in those practices. What was it like to get into the mind? You know, get me into the mindset of what it took to overcome that.
I mean, honestly, it wasn't much because we had already felt like we should have won the year before.
Each point guard gotta learn.
Shout out to my man Daddy, Steph on his foot. He tried his best. He tried his best. He was working his ass off. He had it there.
He had to learn to disguise the pass better.
When Kev got hurt in the first one against Boston, when Kyle got hurt in the Eastern Conference the first year, the following year to go down 3-1, it was like we already had smoke with them, but
pressure.
When you go down 3-1, you feel like you right there. There's like certain little plays to the series easily the calendar shifted. You know what I mean? Or at least be more competitive than you were at 31. When we got to that point, it was just like it was such a breaking point for us individually because
that's what I tried to hit too. But yo, how I
miss? I was getting outplayed at every position.
Okay, is holding me right now.
Iggy was doing whatever.
You know how my layups are?
I mean, Stephen Curry was just shooting out every shooter. Sean Livingston was getting to his spots. It was
my shit like a 95.
Like, don't get me wrong, we feel like we good, we really got it, but like we looking around like there wasn't no reason for us to try to find an outlet. To not take accountability on why we can't get over this hump. Like for them, they had just won, so the battery was already in the back. Yeah. And we got the battery in the back.
Like where was he at?
A core team that's gonna be together for a while. It's gonna be it's gonna be tough to stop them. Like Boston now, it's gonna be tough to stop them. You can keep the core group together who
on top of
understand how to win. It's a wrap.
And on top of that, there's already that chatter of, is this one of the best teams ever? They got the 73 wins and all that stuff. So now you got the shadow of history on there on top of that. But anyway.
Yeah, but for me, like, I never really cared about the history of it. Like, when I see them getting the record and all that.
appreciate
Steve,
you.
you always buy books, but I never
Gotta
see
knock
you
the
read
rust off.
paper rights. Hey, do you mind doing this because I only have euros? My pleasure, because I earn unlimited 2% cash back. We split that. No.
Unlimited 2% cash back.
early.
The Wells Fargo Active Cash credit card.
I'm happy we all grew up in the Bulls era.
Yeah.
Seeing, you know, that team. So to me, it's like no team could even be better.
Oh my.
So, but also it wasn't. I didn't feel the pressure. I was lost and shit. So I didn't feel
Yeah,
the
so
pressure.
he thought I was gonna shoot that bomb?
Alongside of history
He
and
didn't
shit.
beat the
You
top.
know, but history, even you lost the chip already.
Right.
You just don't lose your side of it. So I didn't really factor in that part of it. For me, it was just like Mono, he's not better than me.
Yeah, my man averaged 30.
I know he's
I'm
good.
like, nah, hell no. We fighting him back.
All shit's key. But this light skin nigga's not better than me. Like, no, for real. Like, and then I'm going down the line looking at Kyle like, yo, bro, like, I'm looking at bro like, bro, there's no way. Like, there's no way. There's no way they can do it.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, my man was 23.
Theory type of feeling.
But
Nobody said
I know he
shit.
can go for 30.
Nobody went nut. Nobody was just like, we rode back to the hotel. We rode back to the flight back to Cleveland. The next practice, everybody
Little boy,
said
go
nothing.
up.
Was just going over shit. It was just like, you already know what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But you know, they know we done talking. I want to hear no speech.
That was a good
I
pass,
wanna
but he
watch
supposed to go up.
video, some
Inspirational
type shit. I don't know, like, that shit.
That man hella soft.
Rudy and all that, man. I want to hear Mike with his people. I don't want to hear none of that. And ain't no more talking. And in that situation for me was like, it was hard because I had fucked up my hand. I had this big ass gash on my hand and it happened in game one. I dove on the floor for a ball with Kobe. I died on the floor, I got this big ass gash on my hand. But I really couldn't like hold the ball how I wanted to, so I was kind of like gunshot.
Confusing from the last game.
When every shot matters. So if you ain't got a good one, don't even think about it.
Plus I'm not the one, so it's like
Essentially playing passive. James Jones came to me at halftime in game 7. He said, "Man, what you gonna do? You just out here. What are you gonna do? Like, you gotta do something." I'm just like, man, shit. Fucking alright.
no.
First, no matter what happens, this shit can go, this shit can not go. First time you touch that bitch, that shit going up. And this shit just went.
What's up? Blue. Man, is this?
2011 rolls around, the lockout happened, and you know, you go to China, you know, who put up crazy numbers over there. Obviously, everybody kind of had to deal with the lockout in their own certain specific way. What led to your decision to go over for China?
He loved me.
So what happened? How that
My
conversation
son
go?
left, man. Call me and tell me you left me, man.
You like that?
Oh, wait, yep. I see, yo, why is my rhythm not counting? She keep playing a regular shot.
It was wild because
Like, she get me tight now.
I ended up going. He was like he was one of the last people to call me to come to the lift.
I really was trying to bounce past Puerto Rico.
So I've been trying to get to the stuff. I've been trying to go whatever.
It's fucking
God rest his soul, man. Cole text me. He's like, "Yo, man, I need you for something, man. I need alpha. I need alpha." I'm like, "Oh shit, like word." We go and start texting me and shit. I'm like, "Oh shit."
Bro.
So at the time I'm with Leon Rosen and CP. We all got the same joint. Me, him, CP, everybody. When CP started hitting me, he's like, "Yo, bro, like you need to come. You need to figure this out." Like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, shit. Oh, all right. I didn't think the bitch was an option.
Oh yeah, you're not playing with you. You're not getting none of that.
I was like, yo, he was like, yo, what's up?
Not getting none of that.
First of all, he
Not
didn't
playing
say
with you.
that, 'cause he ain't never gonna ask. So he was like, yeah, man, how you doing over there? I see you doing this, that, and third. I'm like, yeah, man. Like, what you got going on after this? And that. I was like, yeah, I think I'm about to go to the Clippers or the Lakers, man. Like, I thought the 3 Golden, you know, I was like, damn, dog, you gonna do me like that?
He's a coward.
The story behind the scenes.
Nigga slow walk and try to shoot it.
All I have to say, me, him, CP, everybody's the same age at this point in time. So Leon is dealing with him over the chat.
The screen. I didn't even realize. I'm like, where you at?
I know he's searching for information.
I'm confused with the other nigga.
I'm gonna say the times, you know, I get y'all shit together. But he died giving me the Knicks talk. Okay. And then like, oh man.
Nah, that's why I don't like this build though, cause my other build would have been cooking.
I think Stan Murray. He's like, well, yeah, like, I was wondering what happened to him.
He's just good for defense.
Where he at? We got to find it. I'm trying to find a way to get him back over here. I said, oh no, he over there in China, man. He gonna do all
Rebound.
Now I'm hearing this story.
Oh yeah.
He was swiping. He was trying to swipe. He was trying to figure out some information.
Bro, I'm supposed to have like 8, 9 steals.
And this is real. This is real.
I had forces like the first.
He said, Melo, your brother is a hot commodity like that in China.
Like,
with fast signs, see visual possibilities within your business. With signs and graphics, you can say anything. Transforming your space begins at our place. Fast signs, make your statement.
5 for 11.
He was on 50, 60, 60 off the bench. He was doing dumb shit over there in China. So he said, everybody's calling jail. He said, I think you need to get a call. I said, yeah, who called him? I know Cole already was. Cody called him. Said, CP hit me, reached out for him. I said, wow, of course. We had just finished playing that night, too. I called him after the game, but time to just chop it up with him. That's my brother, so I want to know how's China. Like, that shit is different. You know, you know. Yeah, no. You know, I'm gonna talk to Leon. That's what he told me. Let me talk to Leon.
No way.
Leon called me back the next, like 2 days ago, 2 days out. I don't know what you said to JR. He on a flight. He's a New York Knick. I said, what the fuck? I said, yeah, and then we went from there. Nigga came in there fresh from China.
Is that true? Fresh off the plane, like.
So it was fresh out. I landed, man, from China.
It's crazy, man. I landed in, cause I came from China. I went from China to LA. First of all, I left everything I had in China. Everything I had, computers, clothes, sneakers, everything. Got out of there. I landed in LA, but when I landed in LA, my border team met me at the gate. Just in case you trying to get funny, because they just cook and shit. Yeah. So I was like, what? I was like, nah, man. So we had to sign the joint. I signed the shit at the airport. I flew to Vegas because it took me like 24 hours or 48 hours, some shit to get paperwork. I went to Vegas for
Okay.
whatever time it was. I played that night.
Yeah.
Bro, they both of them, bro. They both doing the same shit. Bumping.
Bro, your man just came home from doing a bid. Just came home from doing a bid, bro.
China wasn't like that? Was it like, I mean, at this point in time,
it probably wasn't.
Nah, for one, at that point in time, it wasn't. But
$6 bands worth of shrimp, wasn't it?
The city I was at is like, man, it's in the middle, it's in the middle of nowhere. When the sun go down, the lights is out. Like, very few spots have electricity. Like, they put me up in a hotel that was like it was just built and nobody was at. It wasn't even done. I was the only person in there, and there were 3 people in New York. And I'm like, I'm going home.
He was in the hotel, just like,
nah, word, like, I'm going home, dog. I'm not.
You know how you see somebody from a
Nigga should have lost his taste for that.
And it's like, nah,
I was dead.
I gotta go.
I know he's tight.
He's out here doing nut ass shit.
Fuck it.
He got hot top thing.
Good shit. Good shit.
This nigga wearing wild shoes, sneakers. He's shooting from that.
I read the dead to play. You can let him get a fast break.
I said, I told him, yo, we gotta come on, go get him, bro. He's like, you gotta make that call. So go get him, go get him.
I ain't gonna lie, but the best thing about China was like I was able to develop my game.
I ain't gonna lie, he's supposed to have a couple steals too.
All the times though I had to orchestrate shit. So I started understanding the game from the perspective of which he tried to get me to understand. But I was never in those moments to understand what he was talking about.
Right.
So in certain spots he was like, yo, switch, let me slide all the way over. I never understood why you need to slide all the way over. You can just pass me the ball right here and I can shoot the shit.
He shoot that bitch.
I don't understand it from a space perspective because later on in the game he need a certain view and a certain angle to where they can't cut like they can't send doubles, you can't come from the baseline, you can't come from top side, like there's nothing you can do. And he still wanna play. Yeah. Before the quarter they don't let this nigga play. It's just smart. But at the same time it's like, alright, I got you. Like I understand it from that perspective. It was like, damn. Like, bro, in China, it was crazy because I played with Josh Boone from UConn, right? So, at the time, we had two Americans that were playing on the team. And to combine, I could only play 6 quarters. So,
wait, what?
Yeah.
They don't play the whole game together?
No, well, you only get 6 quarters.
Okay.
So, in the beginning, I would play the last, I would stop the, I would sit the first quarter and play the second, third, and fourth. And then he would play the first and then play the third and fourth. It was getting to a point to where I was playing all 4 and he would just play the second half. And it was just like, bro, like, I can't, I get what you're saying, bro. I'm already handicapped. Like, I'm not gonna say handicapped because the Chinese players, they play hard. They just don't have the skill level and IQ at that time.
Oh yeah.
From the perspective of having so much talent,
Scavengers.
and people not really understand, I can understand where frustrations can show.
Look at everybody else still.
Mid-range game, like being able to handle the ball, play pick and roll, like see different angles. It's like, oh shit. But then I get back to the Knicks and I'm sorry. And I went 6 man and all this shit. Just like, bro, I was big for a whole year, 4.5 months, and real
Talk about it.
Work on my game, get to my step back, learn how to get fouled, play.
Oh man,
contact.
defender.
You never can get spot up or catch a shoot like that. There's no in between.
Oh yeah. Oh, if he ain't crossed me, I swear I would have had it.
When you bring your heart to everything you do, you create a
Gucci. I'm trying to figure out why he ain't done.
tequila vida.
You get a fucking underhand.
Summer in style in a new Lexus from Lexus of Smithtown. Lease the 2025 Lexus UX 300 Hybrid SUV with all-wheel drive for $479 a month. The Lexus of your dreams from Lexus of Smithtown.
Oh yeah. Now they home.
He was like, you came back to that game like this.
First game. I think it was Jose Calderon. Never like you never get that as like somebody like the super. It is never the superstar. It is always somebody in Cleveland. Jose Calderon bust my ass. He gave me 26 and 14.
Then they had a triple dub.
I had 6 and 6 that night. I was like, yo, this motherfucker. And I swear to this day, and shout out to my man Jose Calderon because I would dog. We gonna get all that next year. That's why I hit that game winner. Yeah, I know that. I was like, yo, y'all was playing with me, yo. Every time I see you when he was in New York, I was like, yo, every time I see it, straight up. Personally, every time. I remember the first game.
Yeet. Had the deck slip.
Somebody that slipped. I ain't gonna say no name.
That's a
Somebody got the
clip.
ball, and they could have threw it like right here for the layup. threw me a little live pass on some hang time. So it took 4 seconds to get there.
So I could lob dunk.
This is, and look, now he's going back and blaming this on me. He's talking about, if you watch LeBron came, he had a chance to bang on Bron right there the first play. Like, yo, show him what's up. He came out thinking he was about to be sweet. Thinking like this is high school. Like, Bron not about to chase my shit. Like he, like, excuse me.
Damn, I almost got my man out of here.
He's blaming me. Like,
I didn't even know.
This is not through the ball like this shit.
Turnover.
Hey, Q, he could have caught it. Rebounds. He could have caught it. 6'9". You know, 6'10". Like, he laid it up. I was like, give me that shit. So I'm down the floor. I was ready. I'm like, oh, look at it.
It's 4 in the morning. I'm thinking about money. I need it. I want it. I can't even sleep. Could be gone.
Yo, what's up with 2K tonight?
I'm not stopping or slowing. Cause I'm
I should be cooking right now, but we here with the guys though. Running it up.
I'm so excited, bro. I'm about to wow. I'm going to perform tonight, body of the night, round of the night.
You said perform on the night and what of the night?
Oh, okay. New subscriber on deck. In the spot. I'll figure out what up. Wait, yo, yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying, body of the night, not battle, body of the night.
You said body of the night versus chess is crazy. I like the energy though. I ain't gonna lie. That's where I need your head at. But that's crazy.
Me battling chess in New York on a big stage is crazy. I'm at that point. Don't care. I'm crazy. You about to find out how crazy I'm about to get.
Now the face off, I ain't gonna lie. The face off y'all had, he said he gonna start glitching on you. He said he gonna act different when he start glitching on you.
Stop scaring me out. You saw my face. I wasn't scared of that at all. What is there to fear? What are we gonna start? Hiccuping, burping? What do you mean by glitching? What do you mean by that? What am I supposed to be scared of?
Now glitching is like the New York term for like when somebody start wilding, like they start bugging on you, like they glitching out.
I'll be doing that for all three because I'm doing that from out the gate, like the start. You know, you have from start to finish every single round. You know, who really does go out the gate? Come on, man.
How you feel? So real, I'm gonna get touched here too. How you feeling about this?
Well, I mean, this is what we do because to give you some lesson. Chess has always kind of been in that situations and all that too. And it's just kind of funny how come back around now. Lewis is the guy that's on stage.
And then why every game taking long? Like, what the hell?
You feel like for you, because we know what you do. There's a lot of casuals there. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people that may not really know what, you know what I mean, what type of time it is on. So, like, how are you doing to battles and stuff? Cool. From your standpoint, it's so what it's like.
What happens when your motivation meets innovation? You get a wellness routine that's packed with features and light on your fit. Join us for Galaxy Live. We're breaking down the future of wellness with Samsung Health on the new Galaxy S25 Edge.
Housing, better schools, and a lower cost of living. I'm Councilmember Katie Sanchez, and I fought for a better Bronx on the New York City Council. Now I need you to vote for a better Bronx by June 24th, because working people deserve more.
So for me,
They going go to the threes. Yeah,
been
what
a
the hell?
process of okay, everything I've done before, I have to be. This has to be my best performance to date. I understand that, like, considering the fact it's on the big stage, back at the Gramercy in New York.
Those
Versus
niggas
his,
probably like,
in
what?
his hometown. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, why that look like Lee
All
though?
these different things, right? And despite, you know,
Niggas
how
be
I'm
playing
here for
concourse and green dress.
performances, whatever the case may be, the highs, he's shown that he can, like, the highs, we've seen him get up there. I haven't seen him do that on a big stage yet. So I look at it like, all right, yeah, you finna show and prove now. And this is the best opportunity for me to show and prove, you know what I'm saying, considering everything. So for all my fans that, you know, I appreciate y'all support. I won't let y'all down. And for everybody who don't know why, y'all in for a crazy awakening. I ain't gonna lie.
Speaking of opportunity, like you mentioned, like you're one of the fastest rising stars in battle rap in this current era we're in right now. What does this mean? Like, do you feel like you're represented for all of the new class and everybody that's not being appreciated, that's not being looked out on these big cards?
Yo, Rico, I don't know if you'll fuck with a pool party. I'll send you an invite.
Something you're thinking about when you actually
You know,
pay your
but yeah, a couple of little gal there in the spot.
Shout out to the champion. That all that, you know what I'm saying? What
I think
the
she's
good
supposed to be in
and the
LI.
bad, I have to accept everything that comes with it. The standards are raised higher because okay, champion is saying he's the leader of new school. I bet so much. Like, how you gonna push the culture here and all these different things. Right? So I'm taking all that into consideration for sure. Like, it definitely a lot of this performance definitely looks at it like, all right, do we push them, like, continue looking at the new talent, you know what I'm saying? Or that's it, you know, like, just stick with the vets that we have. So
okay, I'm glad you know that. I'm glad you recognize that part, man.
You understand the stakes here because that was, you know, in light of what you just said, you were slapping the interviews and stuff. It's like, I feel like there's a little bit out of question. Like, you know, like coach Hatfield / created rules / you a guy. You know what I'm saying? I see some of the people out there that get big people and nickname on other platforms and stuff, but it's like, you're a Grammy, you're a New York City. I feel like you have to do something. That's a bit higher than where some other guys are. You know what I'm saying? So it's good that you understand that part. You know, it's beyond the battle.
Yeah. And I see T-Top in the building right now, too. Top.
No 15 minutes going down.
This might be a sign, fellas.
Sold out event at the Gramercy. What the fuck going on, man? New York, you want where we back in the building. This shit sold out, so you gotta get your PPP, man.
I don't know if it's because of the lineup. They probably keep considering me a two. It's like I'm not a fucking two. Cause they probably like, where the fuck we gonna get a 1 and a 4?
Hold on, we gonna get to that real quick before we even get off this subject. How you feeling about Eunice versus Chess? T-Top Pawns, I see you. Two.
You just battle it?
Eunice.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. Don't do that. Don't do it. You a part of your squad. I had a ball right now. Don't do that.
It's one of those. Nigga named Hibachi. He about to cook me.
J-Rock in the building, too. Real sick in the building. Facts. Eunice, you definitely gonna have a lot of odds on you this weekend, so you know this is definitely gonna be the time to show out. I'm happy for you though, man. I think you're gonna do it.
Yo, hey, what's up on Happy Friday? Welcome to another episode of the SEO Video Show. Today we have Josh Josh is from Profound. He was the SEO content strategist over at HubSpot at one point. And then he led the AI product. AI creator, I think, yeah, the website creator for HubSpot. Good stuff, guys. We got about 7 more minutes to go. Be sure to get your questions ready. This is a great one. As you know, we are in an AI search world. Learn a little bit how we can get breakthrough into AI overviews, ChatGPT, AI mode, Gemini, all that good stuff.
Good D, bro. Oh, Rico, you not square? My fault.
Oh man, I see Josh in the back. Oh man, Josh, can you hear me okay? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Yep, I can hear you. How's it going?
Alright. Welcome, Josh. My man, Stephon, how you doing today?
I got one.
Real quick.
Nope.
Stupid.
Stupid.
In the building, pause. What's up with you? If y'all there by y'all mic. Raise it up. Raise it up.
Better make that.
Hustle, what up? Hustle. T-Top was just in here talking crazy.
We got the numbers.
How you feeling?
You little boy. Yep, we needed that. Yep. They want to win. Boy, we out. I'm outside.
We here, we talking, we just talking
Running
shit,
late.
getting just some of these battles and just how y'all feeling about the card and performing in this week in New York, sold out event, Ramsey Theater. I know y'all excited. Oh man, it's a whole game. Really?
I'll come back around.
Top, let me ask you. You just mentioned he going for body of the night, performance of the night, round of the night, all of that. What you going for?
I'm not cutting.
Before raining with Dolly, I made some questionable travel decisions. Like cutting in line in the plane lands. Excuse me.
Yeah, even if I dex like I'm cutting, I'm never cutting in unless it's like super open. Just to get y'all head up. Wow.
Real quick, same question to you. What's the table for you? What's the stage for you?
Trailer. Good job. Good shot.
Oh, you hear that?
Man, yeah, I like it. I like the energy, man, because Hustle's intergender work has been pretty elite. Like, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just go in there and just chill and do the, you know what I mean? Like, she in there barking and all that, too. T-Top got the angle, so it's like, it's kind of it's a lot of shit in there, you know what I'm saying? Hustle in terms of the type of, like, this matchup at home with New York City, like, what would a victory against T-Top mean to you with your resume, especially on the intergender side? Like how does this factor in terms of how tough the opponent is?
Man, that's T-Top. Like, they know the T-Top, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because T-Top is the first one. But like I said, I think we're gonna race back and forth for the final spot.
Now, real quick, Fonz, you there? Fonz, I ain't gonna lie. I've been doing a few lines, man. It sounds like the people got John. I got you in this battle. How you feeling about this? Do you feel like you're the underdog?
Hell no. People thought you mad as fuck.
Yeah, right there.
They talking about this in New York.
Now, John is regarded as one of the best, like, tactician type angle battlers out there, Fonz. You know that, right?
Nobody still ain't told me who the fuck he angled to that. I seen T-Top angle.
Yo.
I seen Volume angle to the first thing angle. Who he angled to that like this? Nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? He landed a lot high.
If he was really shooting that was a dumb shot. That's crazy.
So you don't think John in any of his battles he has the ability to make you look at his opponent a little differently?
Yeah, if I'm kicking their ass, he ain't fixing that.
Okay.
That's what makes him. I'm not saying that he's weak. All this technical shit I know how to do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen it.
Oh, he jammed you in the paint like that.
I ain't seen it.
So what you going for? So what you going for? Body of the night, round of the night?
Yeah, let's get that Cody that champion in here. Fight going.
So Will was the backup.
So how you feel about what he just said? Because y'all was arguing, y'all was one of the how you feel about what he just said about John?
Because Fonz is great at what he does. You know, it's obvious punches a lot. It's like, well, you in there against somebody who's battled punches before. He's been on this stage, he kind of knows how to. Because I feel like the big stage is a little different. You know what I'm saying? Me personally. So, you know, as much as I'm like, I know what Fonz does.
Just say that nigga simple. Say he's simple.
I don't think he's simple though. I don't think he's simple, bro. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta remember that you not know too.
With his ability to do like the angle, like have the angle, make niggas just think about like, okay, pick apart different parts of his style and you know what I'm saying, kind of run with that and shit. He's been doing that since he was seen on stage with his man. So it's like, you know, I feel like John is he is a tactician, but it's like, all right, so we know you can punch. Is it other stuff that we should expect from these like as fans of yours? Is your approach to this shit different? You gonna do this shit what about you there? It's the question for you.
Feel like real. Like it's just like these, like the classics. You cannot beat these topics. Roy's way better. Dreads them played out. You wearing mine right now. That's because I gotta put you on drill. I gotta put you on there.
That's a pretty nice convertible.
Yo, it's like that nigga never hits me on the fast break, bro.
Why is this person following me wherever I walk?
Like, I literally watch this nigga hit his man every time on the fast break. Shit is crazy.
Y'all ain't paying attention.
saying? Y'all niggas trying to put me on the box. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I can't be in the box. I do whatever I
Like,
want to. Whatever battle I want to. I battle everybody with. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't
What's your
harsh
man?
on the whole third round. I watch how many niggas start doing that. You know what I'm saying? I skied with these shotgun too for a whole round. Skied. Back virus for a whole round. I know. You know what I'm saying? I do whatever I want.
Yeah, this.
All that shit is heavy. That's different. You know what I'm saying? That shit is heavy. You know what I'm saying?
I see one video too. One video. What's up? Real sick.
I was really shooting. That's why I'm confused. Like,
Okay, yeah, real sick. Tay-Rock in the building. Now, this one right here, this is a heavyweight matchup. Now, all the matchups are heavyweight matchups. This one right here is one I see a lot of people going crazy for. How you feeling, real sick? I know you know you went on a little rant on the radio show, but how you feeling right now?
stupid nigga just stopped and stood there.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm ready to make an impact. You know what I mean? I'm ready for everything. I'm flipped up. I'm ready for every outcome. You know what I mean? I think I got the biggest fight in the car. You know what I mean? So I'm prepping for that. I'm ready for that.
Tay-Rock there?
Yeah, what's up, everybody? You already know the vibe. Zone 15, Zone 3 is in New York City. Back in the fucking mecca. What's the vibe?
Yeah, Jada Nightwing Rock out right now. Just dropped too. That's a crazy one. How you feeling about this real sick matchup?
Oh, this gonna be one of the. It's the battle of the night right here. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going for the battle of the night. I'm going for the night with a lot of electricity, you know, shit like that. I'm in that good. I feel good. We back in New York. It's been a minute since I got to touch that stage in URL, so I'm ready to go crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Ready to go crazy. I'm feeling good, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead, talk my phone.
Rock as a veteran with this shit, you know what your work is on the stage and things like that. You've been across the country. What's different about that home stage, that New York City vibe, big bright lights and shit like that? What's, in your opinion, what's different about that, being on that stage as opposed to the others?
I think everything else is really different. It's really nothing like that. Like that New York is really its own thing. It's nothing like it. You feel me? Everything else outside of it is different. So if you ain't never experienced that, then that's something that you missing out on. So congratulations to everybody that made known about the winters coming to
I was gonna say I understand.
We there with it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. I expect it to be on 10. I know he's a super top competitor for me. I respect this 10 and
Give me that.
I'm throwing up. Like I'm throwing up. Like I respect this 10.
Yo! Oh my god.
Oh, he clicked up.
I'm thinking we go swag. Shut the.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good. Geechee, what up with you?
Good.
We just up
It's
we
fucking me up.
just up
Watching
here
the ball go a
recap
whole different
predicting,
direction.
giving some
What?
predictions on all everybody saying how they feeling. How you feeling about Real Sick versus Tay-Rock?
Oh yeah, man. Good battle right there, man. That was a battle right there, man. I can't wait for this game to go down.
I should never.
Yeah, nah. So Geechee, my fault. What did you
Nah, you good. Nah, I didn't think too much. I just think that that was a battle right there on paper. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see, you know what I mean, live and see how it turn out.
It's like he in the way. It's like he keeps setting that screen, but like, and then what?
You started your, like I was, at the infamous TY battle. I was there. You started your career in New York City, NY hat on. You know what I'm saying? 3 titles at the crib and things like that. But now you back in New York City. What is it? Now the mission seems like it's a little bit bigger
Like,
than Brown in this one.
why did he get off? Yeah, like.
He's a legend, but is it like, I need my get back from the last time I was out there, big stage with him. You know what I'm saying? Like what's your mentality going into the battle?
Cover it up.
Yeah, man. But my mentality is that, just to, it's always don't battle in New York for sure. Like you said, man, the next one.
I'm up.
Hip hop, especially, battle rap, so it's against New York, it's just a little different. So,
My mentality is always just to go out there and, turn up, man. You feel me?
Working families are the backbone of the Bronx. I'm Councilmember Pierina Sanchez, and I'm
Nigga, no blicky. That's why it's like you can't have you can't set screens if you ain't got no type of blicky. Uh, mm. Oh my God. Yo, what? Like he could have ran for like why are you stopping for the screen? Come on. Bruh. Yo. I hate this build, son. I be missing shit I know I can make, bro. With the come on. Yo. Got slow down. Mhm. Mhm. Oh, that was tough. Let's go. I'm in. We need to die. I like that. Profile. Shot. Damn, that extra dribble just fucked it up. Good move. I hate when he do an extra dribble. Nigga hit me with my shit. Wait. Okay. B. Yo. Got me. Go. Go. Yeet. Get fucking hell. Slash or no slashy. Crazy. No. Oh. Thank you. Dun, 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 dun. Yo, I'm really playing him crazy. Like, I'm out. Crazy. Yeah, I'm playing some of the best half court defense in my life. Like, I'm trying to understand. That's a steal. Oh, corner. We go, we go, we go, we go. Vince Carter. Alright, give me a stop. I was about to dot it too. Yo, what? Very mad at it. I'm mad at that midi. telling you, bro. First half, the center was not giving me the ball, bro. Like, shit, crazy. Yeah, I'll be back on too, man. Say something to you real quick. Alright, bet. Yeah, I see what went down, Chad. Take a couple L's, but we'll be back. We'll get it right.